Raman Lamba. Raman Lamba was an aggressive batsman who had a very short stint in the Indian cricket team. But he was known at many more counties across the globe, and one of them being Bangladesh. He was known as the Don of Dhaka. Don of Dhaka? Raman Lamba. On 1/5/1998, Feb 20th. It was a Dhaka Premier League where Raman Lamba was fielding. He was fielding somewhere far away. When suddenly the captain called him, 3 more balls to go in that over. Can you field your short fine leg? You know, batsman is over here, Raman Lamba is here. The captain asked Lamba, aren't you going to wear a helmet? Lamba said, Sif 3 ball, just 3 more balls to go to so. So the left arm slow bowler bowls a spin and the batsman plays a defense. 2 more balls to go for the over to get. Now the bowler bowls a short pitched ball. So what does the batsman do? He goes back and with all his might, he hits the ball, only to hit Raman Lamba on his head. The ball hit his head and went right behind the keeper. That says how hard the ball was hit. Lamba just couldn't understand what was happening. It took him a few minutes, and in those few minutes, he had to be rushed out of the pitch. He was admitted to the hospital, and in 3 days' time, with the consent of his family members, the life support was taken. Raman Lamba was known. The cricket fraternity missed him. Who, according to you, is the killer? Was it the bowler? Was it Raman Lamba himself? For me, it was that red cricket ball. Ladies and gentlemen, the red cricket ball, as I call it, the serial killer. The serial killer? Why is it? Since ages, this red cricket ball continues to hurt, injure, and sometimes even in a very, very bad manner, batsmen, fielders, and occasionally those spectators out in the stadium. That same cricket ball. You see, it wasn't something new. It's been around since the 1700s. It's a serial killer that's been lurking around for a very, very long time. While a cricket bat is something that has undergone a lot of changes, the serial killer continues to be in the perfect form the way it has been. Cork, thread, strung together with 2 pieces of leather with 6 creases. That's how the red leather ball is being used to play cricket. It hasn't undergone major transformation. We all remember great matches, great players. How many of you remember the cricket ball? We don't even give it the importance that it deserves, don't we? We just don't. Interestingly, the cricket ball has a big, long history to it. In 1760, it was patented by the Duke in Kent. Should have known all of these heavy artillery, weapons of mass destruction come from there. Right? And what is interesting is, the red ball continued to be red for a very long time. And the reason is, no, not because it used to injure batsmen and blood used to soar out. No. It was because all the matches were played in white, be it the test matches or ODIs. So the red had the perfect visibility. And then comes the ODIs, where a lot of jerseys were colored. And so the transformation happened wherein the red balls started to become white cricket balls. And the latest change being pink balls, because it's a lot more visible in the night. The cricket ball. How many people over here know baseball? If a ball is hit out of the court, what happens to the ball? No, the spectators keep it in baseball, right? Because it's a souvenir. They get to keep it. But in cricket, it is not the case. It is thrown right back. And the reason is, what is the reason? It's because of the longevity. See, a cricket ball that is fresh, like 10 years, like 10 overs old, it's nice, hard. So the seamers love that. But as it ages, the spinners love it. So it is extremely important to go ahead and keep the longevity or the age intact. And hence, when it's hit out of the ground, either they need to make better grounds or ask the spectators throw it back inside, else get a replacement of similar age. You know, how many big manufacturers of cricket balls do we have here in the world? 3. Called SG in India. Interestingly, the way you handle a cricket ball is very important. You know, ball tampering. A lot of amazing stories come from ball tampering. You are not supposed to modify the ball. All that you need to do is either put a little bit of spit or saliva or maybe sweat and then go ahead and clean it. That's the only thing. During COVID it was modified, but that's the only level of modification allowed. But guess what? There were a lot of people out here who went ahead and did a lot more modification. For example, in 2010, Shahid Afridi, from Pakistan, was caught biting the ball to get the seam back in place. And he told the press, no, he was smelling the ball. For what, John? He was caught and given a 2-match suspension. But the much larger story was in 2018, Australia versus South Africa, where blatantly a small yellow patch was taken out of the pocket and secretly rubbed so that the fast bowlers can have advantage. Guess what? A lot of them could have missed it, but the cameras did not. It became a huge issue, and the captain and the vice captain, along with Bangkok, were given a 1-year suspension. So, ladies and gentlemen, while the ubiquitous red cricket ball is everywhere, it just so happens you need to know how to use it, the right way to use it. Because in the hands of a few, it could be just another paperweight of sorts, but in the right hands, it can also be a serial killer. Over here to Toastmasters.